Okay, that's probably a little better. That's probably a little better.
Yeah. Good hit.
Yeah, I was playing this for the first time last night. And I was getting like extra balls every single ball I put out. Now I'm second. Of course. I think they're working on cabinet support and everything for this. So you'll notice that right now on the Twitch stream, you got the empty thing above me here. It's supposed to have the back glass, and it does on my other two games, but this one doesn't have back glass support. It does, but I'm not approved for cabinet support yet. You have to send you have to be approved for it for whatever reason, so. I had myself what's called Mike's Big Pickle from Pizza Face. I already ate it. The cats tried to eat it, but I got it first. And then, oh shit! And then I'm having Inner City Brewing from whatever they're on what 11th Avenue and 2nd Street. I want to say. That's where. Oh shit! That's where we were doing the. We did some pub trivia nights there, and won twice in a row. Twice? Was it twice or 3 times? I don't. Twice, I think. Blow down. And their beer's really good. So my sister-in-law, Lindsay, ordered a bunch because they're doing they're delivering beers right now. So she ordered me a whole bunch of beer.
I am coming next time and we will never lose.
We've won every time we've gone. Fingers crossed, you know.
Stand your ground.
Yeah, I'm sucking real bad at this today. Yeah, I had like 1.9 million the other night. Let's try this again.
Not to backseat game, but don't let the ball fall through the bottom.
Pro tip. Oh shit. I just did it. I just did the thing. This game actually has a very generous ball save. So sometimes you almost want to let it drain just because it's almost easier. I haven't figured out how to get the kickbacks on the side thingies. Not to get too technical, but those side thingies, I haven't figured out how to get the kickback there yet. Go down. So what's happening, everybody? What's new?
I am making chicken fingers.
Ooh. Yeah, this game actually has, this one has a bunch of different of these little events that you can trigger, and they got cool environmental effects. So I have to hit the ramps to clear this storm. Cool. Oh jeez, that went like 1,000 miles an hour. The physics are actually really good in this. You can do the like a dead flipper. You can do all sorts of really good moves. Pass offs work really well. But gotta get in that stupid skull. There we go. Yeah, see, I could do a dead flip there.
You buy from
Dead in the
me,
balls
I
momentum.
buy from you.
It's a deal.
It's really good. I don't know how big of a team does this, but it's not, I don't think it's a very big one. Oh, that was some more shit. For something else. I'd like to put something with the back glass up.
If you get multi-ball, will we see what's behind the happy face?
I'll never tell. Pinball, pinball, pinball. Can you start typing pinball in that, Michelle? Michelle's here, by the way. She's over here. Your hand didn't come out. Oh, it did. Did you start typing pinball?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Pinball.
Sweet berry wine.
No way am I spitting this stuff out.
I need to have supper first, and then I'm gonna have some sweet.
Might have to speak down to it. Oh. Stream might be buffering. Hard to say. Might be my computer.
Open sesame.
Use a watermelon. Oh, wait. Why can I not use one?
In ancient Baghdad,
A most beautiful princess was imprisoned by the evil genie Salim Bagad.
It's definitely your favorite. I hear this music all the time.
Yep. This is the only pinball machine I've ever beaten completely.
The tale of
It's so weird playing it on this program though. This is where I've always played it, and the physics are way different than where you, like, they've released this table on another program, and the physics are completely different, but actually more realistic, and they're so floaty here, it throws me way off again. This is how I learned to play this game, but now I'm used by it. This game is relentless though. I played it at, I think they had it at Pinbar, and it was just impossible. Oh, Jesus. This is gonna be a couple hours of me swearing, isn't it?
Yep.
What are you eating?
Eggs. When you don't cook for me. Right.
the tale of Ali Baba. The first wall is locked.
Go for the gold symbol.
The second wall is locked.
Strike the jewel for multi-ball.
Here we go for some multi-ball.
Shoot for the golden symbol.
Oh shit.
The back glass is a nice touch.
Yeah.
What is your fav table? In real life.
In real life, in real life, this table is such a fucker. That I would say this, but every time I played in real life, it was just really, really frustrating. You know what? I really like the 60s Batman one. Is really good. I don't like a lot of modern tables, but the 60s Batman one is just fun.
Let the tales begin.
I'd love to try that new Willy Wonka table that Jersey Jack put out.
The tale of the Cyclops.
Hit the orb.
Whoa, come on. You gotta turn those notifications off.
Maybe Ryan wants to hear it.
Damn, guess what? Oh shit.
Throw rocks to the side.
Bim, guess what?
Best ringtone ever.
Yeah, it still makes me smile, even though it's super annoying. Oh god, this is...
It does scare me once in a while though when I jump.
I'm not playing well, that's for sure.
Hit the orb.
Oh my god. That's just embarrassing. Don't even get to the $8 million score. Yes?
I want cake.
Oh, I want cake? Later. You could grab me another beer though. Did you get me a Brickworks?
I'm your only YouTube viewer.
Yeah, nobody watches it. I thought people would watch on YouTube, but nobody watches on YouTube.
Your wish is my command. Oh, master, spin the lamp to light a wish.
I haven't figured out how to make. I don't know anything about the YouTube stuff, so I haven't figured out how to make like a chat work or anything like that. Nor do I really care to learn.
Need to pour this or well?
Uh-oh, why is it not pausing? Menu. Ah. Just have to pour beer. Cheers.
Cheers.
What I need is a cup holder on this thing. If I took the trackball out, I could just put a beer in there. That's
Kelsey
a bad
Grammer.
idea. Frasier is a good show. You like that kind of thing?
More cheers. More beers, that's it, that's all. Congratulations Jackie Chan on 100 years.
Congratulations, Jackie Chan! 100 years in the business. We should just sing Tim and Eric stuff all night. It's Terry Bouche Hipolo. I just finished my second can of Toad's beef, corned beef hash. I'd eat more if I
It's
could.
nuts he has the same birthday as you.
Wait, Jackie Chan does? You're fucking with me now.
Yes.
Yes, you're fucking with me, or yes, he has the same birthday as me? Oh shit. I have to nudge more often. Still, I need my screen to be tilted because I can never get quite
He
the
turned
right...
66 today.
I'll have to dig up the picture and put it on stream. When I was in Hong Kong, on the whatever they call it, Avenue of Stars, I think it is, in the Hong Kong harbor, they have the handprints of lots of Chinese celebrities and famous people, and they have a Jackie Chan. So I put my hand in the Jackie Chan one, and his fingers went to about here. So I have a very comical picture of me of two big mitts over Jackie Chan's hands. And his right thumb, I don't remember what happened to it, but it's twice the size of his left thumb. Like, it looks like it's like a Wile E. Coyote smashed hammer flattened finger. It's really quite unnerving. It's almost as... the width of his thumb is almost the length of his hand.
Great shot.
Ball 2 is
I'm
locked.
totally not lying about it.
Strike the jewel for a multi-ball. Shoot for the gold and silver.
Yeah, it was a super skill shot. Super skill. Shit. You can't... turns out you can't gloat about a good shot,
Yeah.
because then it immediately goes down the drain. Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Go for the gold silver.
I think I've got a bad angle.
Attack the genie.
Have I got a love for you?
Oh, I did flip that too well. I did flip it so well, I just went right down. Do a different table. I am doing so badly at that one. I think my best score on this one is like 800 million, and I think on that I had this crazy run, and I actually beat the game twice in the one run and got 800 and some million on the iPad, which was the iPad app of this game was really good because you just tap the screen. I have a ton of tables.
But you still didn't get the match, I bet.
No, you never do. Although the thing that kind of sucks is when you do get the match, it's like it makes the sound, but it doesn't make any difference because it's free play anyways. I'm gonna play Elvira because it's so good.
Hey, let's party!
Elvira is good. Do the glow in the dark wall.
Hey, let's party!
Oh, come on. This is gonna be the entire night, Michelle. If you just shoot the ball, drain the ball, shoot the ball, drain the ball.
Go watch Kid Rescue.
We should just watch RuPaul's Drag Race while I'm playing this. Although I might get sued by whatever RuPaul's company is. Oh shit. Come on. I mean, come on. You're watching a masterclass then. Fucking being terrible at pinball.
Is sports level gameplay.
I'm just warming up. Give me a break, I'm 40. Ah, get up there.
Build!
Fuck, that's the end of the game already. What do I get? 10,000.
Ooh.
Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Okay, let's try and do better.
Hey, let's party!
Great job.
I'm gonna turn off the text-to-speech.
No, the text-to-speech is the best part.
It is the best part. The pinball playing is not the best part. Get up that thing! There we go. I haven't made the Boogeyman boogie yet. I can't stop playing this until I make those Boogeyman boogie. Jesus! That's the thing I love most about video pinball, is that I can exit the game and just start over when it's going real wrong. So those guys, you look up there. They're the boogeymen. I can't, well, I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see the screen.
Oh.
You can see the
I
screen.
can see the screen. I can see
Those guys boogie. If you do this right, that's all I want. I want to set up the whatever call it, boogeyman barbecue.
A little bit for that.
Nope.
Nope.
Can't remember what I have to do. I have to light the boogie lights first, I think. I have to get those. Okay. Oh.
Joker strikes again.
Well, I never noticed the back glass, because I don't think I've played this with this new cabinet support. Well, it's old cabinet support, but newer to me. They have to see the lights go off on the thing, Michelle.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ooh, Barella.
It's Elvira.
I know it's Elvira.
Hey Bim, guess
the
what?
original Barella.
Shijo Hashi is a bridge representative of Kyoto that crosses the Kumamoto River Shijo Street. It is also
Bim, guess
called
what?
Junbashi.
Also known as Giondashi. James May is a national
The
treasure, and we
emoji
must
on your
do
camera
everything
really
in our
looks
power
you're
to protect
playing
him.
crotchless pants pinball this fine evening.
You'll never know whether I am or not.
Are you sure he's not? I just assume he is. Free and breezy.
It gets really hot in here when you're playing pinball because I have.
What's hiding under that smile?
A frown usually. It gets real hot in here when I play pinball actually because I have the two
Sausage
monitors.
party.
I got two
When
monitors
you're 40
over.
you don't have anything to hide.
Ah! And then I've got a 49-inch TV, and then I've got a 19-inch monitor mounted for the back glass. I got 4 monitors, computer,
2 people and 3 cats.
2 people. There are 3 cats sleeping in here. Probably can't turn that well enough, but over there somewhere there are cats. I just gotta make the boogie happen.
Which controller deck is that?
This one here? This is from Rec Room Masters. It's their extension line of pinball, arcade controllers. Whoa! Hold on, let me try and stop the ball here. This one, I think they have discontinued, which is really sad because this was the only one they sold that had the dual pinball buttons on the side. So you've got both your flipper and your nudge built in. So that's kind of a bummer. Now I don't think they sell one like this that does that. The only thing that this lacked from everything else they did is most of theirs have the plexi or acrylic cover. This one just has a vinyl decal on the top over the melamine, but it makes no difference to me. I don't mind. But the dual pinball buttons were all I was looking for. But you can buy the tank stick. Also, I think does dual buttons. I've heard it's more fiddly to set up. This one works really well because they've set it up for MAME to just work basically out of the box. Like basically, I don't have to remap anything in MAME except for in weird games, of which there are a bunch. But for most of your main games, the buttons and everything, and they use the side ones for putting coins in, it all just works. And in terms of pinball, most like Pinball Arcade and Pinball FX, I believe I was able to remap everything, so I can remap stuff and put like an extra launch button over here and my change views on one button and stuff like that. So it's super handy. But I'm just blabbing because, like I said, they discontinued this. They're not selling it anymore. But Rec Room Masters, they also sell, if you're into arcade stuff. They got some really interesting actual sort of arcade cabinets in that, including one that's like a 3/4 size vertical. So it uses a 24-inch LCD panel mounted vertically, and then the idea there is that you emulate your game in sort of the center of the screen, and then up top you've got your actual marquee and everything. That's what I'm looking to kind of do on my own as well, but they do basically an out-of-the-box setup that you can buy, which is really quite rad.
Cool.
It's a bit too
Just
small.
looking at their site, there's some really interesting stuff there.
Yeah, the Alphacade is the 3/4 size. The only reason I was actually kind of hot to trot on buying that at one point for a hot minute, until I remembered that I kind of wanted to. I prefer a slightly larger monitor than a 24. I think in the cabinet I want to build, that'll have a vertical monitor and then a monitor on top for backglass, and also like arcade move lists and stuff. I want to use a 32-inch just because I'm old, so I need a little more real estate to work with. Have I made the boogies happen yet, Michelle?
That
I might have to
3/4 Alphacade on a riser so you could stand wouldn't be bad.
Yeah. Otherwise, what I like about the 3/4 size is like I'm doing now. I like to sit on a stool, so I've got just like your basic wooden stool with a foam pad and a padded leather top on it. So I like to sit down. It's something that really struck me about when I was in Japan when they had their sort of sit down retro machines. I really liked that way that you could sit down, and I've got 2 of these stools, so Michelle and I can sit, next to each other and use because there's 2-player controls on here, and we can play 2-player games and just sit and not, instead of leaning over it and working on the hunch on our backs and that sort of thing.
That's a good idea. When are you turning the garage into an arcade?
Plans keep falling through. Basically every single time I think I'm going to be able to build my arcade machine or buy my direct drive racing wheel or anything else, something terrible happens. So last time it was the sort of the bottom dropping of Alberta's economy in 2019, and this time it was COVID. So sorry. I just wanted an arcade machine. I didn't mean to cause COVID. Owie! Okay, I gotta make the boogie happen. Jesus.
When are you turning the garage into an arcade? Joker strikes again.
Actually, I do have a second answer, which is a good thing that you asked that. Revival Brewcade, Ryan in Calgary here, Ryan, was telling me that Revival Brewcade was renting out their pinball machines, and I'll tell you, for a hot second I was like, I've got a garage ready for multiple pinball machines. I could easily put 3 to 4 machines in there and be quite perfectly happy with that. But then money and all that kind of thing. Like, I just had one of my biggest clients yesterday told me they're stopping all production indefinitely starting now. So it's just bad. It's bad, but it is what it is. And
that sucks.
the federal government's CURB program, I still can't figure out if I am eligible or not. Every day, I was talking to my brother-in-law about this today, that every day the verbiage is a little bit more clear than the last day, but still not clear enough for me to understand whether or not I'm eligible. So I'm hoping tomorrow it'll make more sense, and then the day after that, I might figure it out. just giving you some COVID realness, Michelle.
Yep.
I believe you are eligible, but there's an earning limit before you're not, if I remember right.
Yeah, it's a little dicey on whether it...
Well, Charles has a birthday call. Hold
Yeah, I
it.
do have a birthday call. Please hold. Hi, good. How's it going? Good. I'm streaming pinball right now, live to the internet. No, not yet. But I shall be. I shall be. My sister-in-law bought me enough beer that I will definitely not have problem getting there. I sure will. How are things? Yeah, this staying at home stuff is alright. Oh, yes, jeez, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's just a run-of-the-mill... Oh, good. Yeah, I appreciate that. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'm going to do the party games thing again on Saturday weekend. Yeah. Yeah, so check in for that, and then between Kevin and I, we're both trying to figure out the Cards Against Humanity stuff, see if we can get that or some board games. Right on, dude. Excellent. Okay, have a good night. Bye-bye. Sorry about that. Oh boy, I've got so many games, so many tables on here. So many tables. Does anyone know any pinball tables? Anyone got any requests? I'm gonna play Pinbot until you do.
Black Knight 2000.
Okay, Black Knight 2000. See, the great thing about this, you can use the trackball as your mouse cursor. So good. I'm not gonna talk through this one. I'm just, well, I'll probably, I can't help myself, but I'm gonna turn up the sound on this one. This is so good. Turn it to about there. I don't think it's gonna blast yours out. Whoa.
I am the Black Knight.
I turn up my sound.
That asymmetrical layout is really striking.
Yeah, it's one of the coolest looking tables.
Love a game that should be painted on the side of a van.
Yeah. The other thing I love is how, like, the music is more dynamic than you actually even realize. Depending what's happening, it's more intense and less intense, and then for each ball, the second ball gets a bunch of guitars break in, and then the third ball even more break in. It just gets wild. As a pinball table, it's not actually really great. I'm a real bastard. Let's try.
No way.
Give me your money. Did it. They said I could do it, and I did it.
Stand up and fight.
Oh god, I'm battling the black white.
Here we go.
Wow, so much to keep track of. Because you kind of have the two play fields almost, it's very hard to keep track of anything up top once you've got some stuck in the bottom. Come on, baby. Where the fuck is your other book? Where's it?
And the balls tend to blend in with the table.
Yeah, I've actually chosen a really bad ball for this. It's just cool because it kind of looks like Jupiter. It's actually a really terrible ball for this. This is actually shooting a little less this round. You gotta open the... whatever that top menu again. Lock the balls. Fuck! Okay, we're almost 2/3 of the way to the extra ball.
No way.
Oh, I think I've just figured out what my favorite pinball table that's older is Medieval Madness. I'm gonna probably play that a whole bunch tonight. It's very good. Oh, bigger.
No way. Give me your money.
I don't think I have things set up right to trigger that magna save. There is a magnet to save it on that right side where I lost it. And but the problem is, I think you normally, on a normal Black Knight 2000 table, you have magna save buttons next to your flipper buttons, but of course I've got the tilt. So, which makes it kind of not easy. I'm going to turn on the sound a little bit again. It's a good game. I don't really like the table all that much, but I like everything else about it. Oh, it turned off the... I was gonna sit and listen to the music for a minute. Alright.
You can switch the music just kicks.
Yeah, the music is very good. It's the only thing I don't like about the table is that it's got, like, when it drains from that very top and it's got that sort of that route that goes down towards the flippers, it goes like it's set up to basically shoot it towards the drain, and then it's got that U-turn thing where you when you hit it in there, the only thing it doesn't trigger anything, it doesn't do anything fun, it just shoots it around in a U-turn and tries to shoot it right down the hole. So like it is made to just drain you of your money. Oh, Attack from Mars is actually...
Your BK2000 is honestly more form than function, but my on that form.
My on that form. Yeah. Yeah.
Return to battle, soldier.
Attack from Mars, on the other hand, is just about a perfect table. It also has little things that go great. I don't know, when do you want cake? You can get cake now. Oh yeah, there's a button on this one. This one's got really great sound effects and... Oh, fuck that.
Joker strikes again.
Salome. I think the ball's stuck somewhere otherwise.
We are invincible.
This game's actually set up quite similar to Medieval Madness. Jesus Christ. Sort of in the way it plays, because you hit those bumpers in the middle, and then it opens up the path to hitting the flying saucer, which is a lot like Medieval Madness. Is like you're trying to bust down castles, and it works pretty much the same way. That's kind of the games I like, for some reason. How many times can I just hit that shot over and over? How many times can I do it? Fucking that's 4. Oh. Here we go again. 3. Ah. See if I can... There we go. So once... Oh shit, that sucks. This game also scores insane points. So you get a free ball at 4 billion points, I believe. So you see it, you try and hit the flying saucer.
Destroy the bleeding saucer.
Missiles locked on target.
Well done.
Another really cool thing I don't play around with very much, but on this cabinet version of Pinball Arcade, I can adjust what the ambient room lighting is like around the table, as well as how intense the lights of the table are. I don't remember how to do it, but it's really cool.
Hey, that's my car! Multi-ball!
I gotta try and make the Martians bounce. Fuck yeah, buddy. Oh, I was just trying to clear the one ball out. Oh no. I hate when multi-ball ends like that. Are you guys smelling cake? You guys smell chocolate cake you can't eat?
Business. Business.
Michelle made me a cream cheese infused devil's food cake
Peanut butter.
with peanut butter. This camera angle is great because no one can see me eat. They are aware of me eating, but they can't see me eat. That is pretty good. Let's play something else. People don't like this game, but I do. If I can find it. Was it not on here? What? Oh, I thought Frankenstein was on here. Sure it was. Very sure. Am I just not seeing it? Well, let's play Medieval Madness instead.
Welcome to my realm.
This is a very good game.
I am young and wise and old. Listen up to what you're told. Well, let's see what we've got here.
Yeah, so in this one,
That prop castle must have been pretty amazing on the actual machine.
wait till you see how it moves. It's pretty wild. So as I now that I have the drawbridge open, I can keep shooting towards it. Whoops, get up there.
You already had your treat.
Let me see if I can actually do it. So as I smack into it, the drawbridge opens, the gate opens. Yes, I know, I lost it. Let's see if I can make it work again. Oh yeah, they also have pop-up trolls, which are cool. Which you have to smack. But let me try and get the... Whoa.
You fucked up.
I just want to kill the castle. Fuck me. Oh, I saved it. Come on. I mean, come on now.
Serve Rubenstein, charger with center lane.
Okay, shoot it right. There we go. So once you get in there, see the castle actually articulates and moves as well. Yeah, so not only is there a huge castle, it also, those 4 towers all smack around and do crazy shit.
Pinball machine. I'll drink to last.
And there are, I think, 4 different multi-balls. Yeah, so here's one of the multi-balls, just multi-ball madness. There's also troll multi-ball, peasant revolt multi-ball, jousting multi-ball. I think there's a cannon shot multi-ball. It's just crazy. This one's only a fucking Jesus. This one's only a 2-ball one. But they're like, yeah, there are like 4 or 5 different multi-balls that you can make happen. Bad shooting. I'm sucking at all this, but it's cool. Some of these games have been, all these Valley and Midway ones have been redone in Pinball Effects 3, which is another pinball game. And I think I might actually like them better in Pinball FX 3 just because the physics feel a little different, and I hate the physics on everything else Pinball FX has ever done except for their Bally and Midway stuff. I think they nailed it. This is cool because it's so this is Creature from the Black Lagoon, but it's not about Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's about being at the drive-in theater while Creature from the Black Lagoon 3D is playing. It's really about getting snacks and kissing your date and getting your friend out of his locked trunk for some reason. Guy's locked in his trunk of his car. All sorts of stuff like that. You see, every time I do this, it moves the car. What? You're trying to get your kiss. Oh, there's a Creature from Black Lagoon, 3D down on the field. But yeah, this game's this whole table is really about being like
That must have been a wild licensing pitch to Universal for using the character.
Yeah, like let's recreate the feeling of being at the drive-in when that movie was playing in the 1960s. But they have this this very strange 3D field in the center of the playfield there that just shows it in 3D once in a while. Which at Universal back then was still sort of in love with what they with the fact that they were this big movie house. Like, it wasn't so much about, like, you look at Universal now trying to jump onto the cinematic universe stuff. It's all about, the business changed, where back then it was, I don't know, maybe it's just because I didn't grow up then, but for some reason I have this feeling that back then it was more about the sort of almost like the pageantry and prestige of being a big movie house, and the mystique around, the whole feeling about going to a movie, it was different than it is now, because it was even more of a cultural experience then than it is now. Now it's, for a lot of us, it's more of just a necessity for the big movies rather than it being
That new Invisible
the
Man
thing you
is
do.
supposed to be really good. They've thankfully given up that shared universe nonsense.
Yeah, they finally did the thing that, if anybody watches Red Letter Media on YouTube, I suggest you do. They're very good. They're funny and they're kind of movie critique stuff. They suggested several years ago that they just screw all this other stuff you're doing with Universal Monsters. Give it to a studio like Blumhouse, which will just knock out a quality horror movie that won't cost $100 million and need Tom Cruise to try and carry. And that's exactly what they did. So this new Invisible Man is put out by Blumhouse. Got Elizabeth Moss is in it, and she's spectacular. I still haven't watched it. I need to. You can stream that now, but what is it, $20? $20 to stream it, which isn't a terrible price for what happened with that movie. You know, it was in the middle of its run when the whole distancing needed to happen. So the price reflects that. They kind of wanted the price to reflect what a couple of movie theater tickets cost, which I think is a hard sell. I know it's a hard sell for me, and I even really wanted to see that movie. Just because, I mean, going to the theater isn't even the way I prefer to watch my movies. So for me, the fact that it costs about the same as 2 movie tickets, I understand it, but I still doesn't sell it. Shudder's good. I'm not going to keep it. I'm probably not going to keep it past the 30-day free trial they're doing. Simply because there's so much to watch on other things.
RuPaul's Drag Race. We don't have
Yeah.
time.
There's 8 seasons of RuPaul?
Like 13.
13 seasons of RuPaul, and we're on season 5.
4.
5.
Oh.
And yeah, there's just too much stuff, right? But I watched Mandy, and that was pretty nuts.
Did you watch Tiger King yet?
Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
started.
Carol Baskin, that bitch.
Lindsay was gonna buy you the album for your birthday.
Fuck no. He's all. Actually, his music wasn't bad for if you like that kind of stuff. It actually wasn't terrible. Although I've heard rumors that he didn't sing on all of that stuff. So. Do you want to? Why don't you try one of these?
Frank Caphan.
That's why the smiley face is there.
I'm gonna see my legs. Also, I don't think I've ever actually played pinball in real life. If you want to,
I just like that there's like such a 50s vibe in this. Oh, I got that kiss. I get the extra ball.
So, why did I make you cry? I don't know you anymore. Know me anymore, do you?
We
It is quite similar to that, just like the country version of that.
Fuck, we should just put Tomcat on non-stop while I play pinball.
I have woken up too many times with that in my head, and I blame you in Denver.
I was gonna play that
Do it.
Terry Bruce Hiplo thing about the Toad's chipped beef ham hash over and over, but that I didn't do it. I don't know if this is working. I gave him the kid. I won 2 meals, shouldn't do anything.
There's no questions you used to pay. The darkness was within it such an empty, empty space, full of pain and shame and blame. So why did I let you down?
I can't concentrate. This is a lot. Probably gonna get sued, right?
I don't know. That brings about copyright strikes.
Yeah. It's a good song. It's I think it was picking up through the microphone. It probably sounded like hot hell.
That's for you, Denver.
Can I have another beer?
It's Reverb City.
A quarter, please.
Thanks, Toads.
I'm Pablo Myers, owner of Pablo Myers Superfoods.
So I cry and I lie to myself every day. I've gotta stop the lies and realize the hurt I've caused you. I've gotta stop the lies and realize the hurt I've caused you. I've gotta stop the lies and realize. Stop the lies.
Thank you. Oh, I still have beer in the front.
Stop the lies and realize. Stop the lying. Start realizing the hurt I've caused you.
Oh, there was a ball in play when I did that. I can't concentrate because all I think about is this. Officer Meatbeef is dead. Yeah, this stream is for sure in the archive is definitely getting muted. That's what they do in Twitch, is they mute all your audio. But yeah, it's definitely gonna happen.
To find that fading light and make it shine once more. It's got to be that way. So
Gotta get in that box. Get into the box! I ain't getting in the box. The song really goes. one? Maybe it's not on here. Which is the table that has your Universal Monsters and you're trying to get the band back together?
Centaur?
No, Centaur. I hate Centaur.
Happy birthday, you delicious piece of man.
Thank
Smiling
you.
face with heart-shaped eyes.
Thanks, Dale. I'm trying to remember what the name of this.
Monsters of Rock.
Monster Bash. Monster Bash. So you're it's all about the Universal Monsters trying to get the band together to play a world tour. It's so good. You have to rebuild the Frankenstein monster. You have to get the wolf creature from the Black Lagoon. You have to get him to shirk all his other touring responsibilities, playing with muck, seaweed,
Damn.
algae, and pond scum.
My best record table ever, and I couldn't remember the name right either.
This is a cool table.
So I see Universal's licensing department was just tripping balls through the 80s.
Fuck yeah.
Sweet.
Back when, like, people didn't... Yeah, when companies didn't think everything was so goddamn precious. So if you had a cool idea, why not? Nowadays it's like, no, if you're not setting up a 15 picture cinematic universe, we're not going to do it.
Sounding like you're 40.
I am.
Back in the day.
Yeah. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. What? Get it up there. Oh yeah, so that's the Wolfman. Every time I shoot it up the right-hand ramp, it changes the phase of the moon. Every time I do the outer, what do they call it? The outer orbits. Oh, here we go. So I've got the Wolfman to change. Can't remember what, I probably have to just shoot on the outer orbit again to get him to join the band. Did Wolfman just say that's right, motherfucker? I love the DMD display on this one too. It's so good. Oh, Jesus. The 80s were an interesting time for the Universal stuff because those old 50s movies still had play, like regular play on the TV. Were still very culturally relevant, but they were old enough that they were doing some cool stuff with the license. Of course, the only thing as cool as those things were like arcades were just as big. You going to watch Kitten Rescues?
Where are the chips?
Tired of
Hey, Slick, you're making me dizzy over here.
Sure. Oh, I got the extra ball, I think. Maybe?
Extra ball!
I'm here.
Back off! I'm the leader.
Oh shit. Oh hey! Kathy!
She made it. Hi little bro.
How's it going? Everything you write will be spoken aloud.
AI.
brings out the worst in me. The dog man is coming. Igor, have you sewn them together yet? Yes.
Why is the ball stuck over there? Good enough. It's all happening! It's all coming together. Yeah.
Super moon for your birthday.
Yeah, but we can't see the supermoon because it's overcast. It snowed like, I think it snowed 5 or 10 centimeters. Ooh. Well, 15 things are kicking off at once. Gotta shoot the Frankenstein monster. I gotta get some jackpots. Ah.
I can't wait for this whole pandemic thing to end so we can visit you and play on your rad game setup, smiling face with sunglasses.
Yeah, I know. It's. I mean, I like hanging out in my house a lot. It's a little ridiculous now. This has turned into a real bang up session of this game. I think they have this game on the Pinball Effects as well. I think that's where I've normally played it. I'm not sure how many of the band members I have together now. I find it probably takes 20 hours before you figure out all the things you need to do to actually complete the table. And I have not played that much of this. I'm not even sure how to really unlock all the band members. That Tales from the Arabian Nights is the only one I really know how to complete the entire game. Oh, I got the extra ball.
I wish I was quarantined at Charles's place. Disappointed face.
I do have a lot of toys here.
This is the only table I've ever completed all objectives on, so it must be one of the easiest.
I find it's just once you play it enough, once it clicks with you, that's when it all happens. Oh, it's not even my highest score on here. Like that Tales from the Arabian Nights, the reason I got really good at it to where I could complete the whole thing is that it originally was the free table that they had on the on this game. If you just download it and didn't purchase any tables, the Tales from the Arabian Nights was the free table. So I played that more than anything because I had I bought tables on the PC, but I was playing quite a bit on my iPad at the time, and I didn't want to buy the whole program, so I would just sit and play Tales from the Arabian Nights over and over and over until finally I started figuring out the tricks to it, and then just had some real like Cinderella kind of sessions with it. Weird. I'm sure that Frankenstein one was there. Am I just not seeing? Weird. So weird. Mary Shelley, right? Huh. I thought for sure it was on here. I'm crazy. What's on? I played it on this one. I really like the Frankenstein table. People hate it, but I love it. Play Bone Busters. It sucks. It's a bad table. It was originally supposed to be a Ghostbuster table.
You guys ready?
But when who owns Ghostbusters? Is that Paramount? Oh. Anyways,
Ask your friends. Someone else will know. I won't know.
when they saw the table in action, when it was pitched to them by Gottlieb, they
Sony Columbia.
oh, okay, yeah. So when Gottlieb put together the pitch of this table for them, it was Columbia turned around and said, "Absolutely not! Are you doing this table for us?" and pulled the license. So they redid all the art. As you can see, it turned out really well and called it Bone Busters. That's the story anyways, is that it was supposed to be a Ghostbusters table, and it fucking sucks. It's so bad. It's such a bad table. I'm not a big fan of Gottlieb's stuff to begin with. Gottlieb was bigger in the sort of electromagnetic phase of pinball machines, where they're more more simple tables and beeps and boops. And they just, to me, they never made the transition to the more modern tables well.
They're loose on Maxwell Street.
Yeah, and I think when they pitched this to Columbia Pictures, you know, you put this next to anything Bally or Midway were doing at the time, and it's a joke. It's a total joke. It doesn't even have any fun orbits to shoot for. The voice effects are just shit. Well, I'm also bad at it because I don't play it. Like, it's one of those tables I just have for, you know, completionist's sake.
There's nothing.
Yeah, well, it's so jumbled. Like, I can't even, like, it makes me go cross-eyed. This one, I find it hard to even parse what the hell is going on. So I just hit the ball as best I can. Yeah, it's got a jump in the middle. Oh, like it's just bad. It's got this jump in the middle that you try and shoot up into, and then it's got this whole other lane that's separated here. It's just the worst table. I feel like I'm going crazy. That there should be a Frankenstein table on here. Champion Pub is cool. Basically Punch Out. You got a punching bag there. This punching bag, these are actually ramps. So you'll hit it and it'll fly up into that, and then it turns around, and this brain looking thing is actually the top of a boxer's head. So there's a whole boxer that turns around that you get to do fights.
Welcome to Champion Pub, kid.
If I can actually get some fights going.
Flip, kid, flip. Keep trying, kid.
I've never figured out. It's like that's a jump rope mechanic that I've never quite figured out.
Get back in there, kid.
No. Anyways, let's see if I can actually do something.
Flip, kid, flip.
Okay, see, I'm trying to flip. You're trying to do a jump rope over that rotating bar. Once you've hit the, once you've trained enough by hitting the punching bag here, you'll actually be able to unlock fights against fighters.
Flip, kid, flip. Found those flippers.
Let's see. Now I can actually start the fight.
Ladies and gents,
There we go.
Knuckles O'Brien voices the kid. Top of my fist to you, lad. I'm O'Brien.
The same sort of way, once I need to actually hit it up those ramps to hit the guy. We both have a life meter. Yeah, this is basically Punch Out.
Did you like that? Would you like another then? Oi.
Now you've got him. You've done it.
Okay, you won already. Now buy me a drink.
Flip, kid, flip. Keep training, kid. Flip, kid, flip.
Oh yeah, and you got the speed bag up here.
Ready for the ring.
That's basically it in a nutshell, I think. I don't know what else this one has going. I think you're just trying to do training and then fight the
Have you
guys.
watched the third season of True Detective? First season was excellent, second season was horrible, but third season really good again.
Actually, you know what? I heard such a bad report about this, like such bad things about the second season that we stopped after the first season. Yeah, we just watched the first. My cat's sleeping. Yeah, we watched the first season and actually we just stopped there. It was so good and it ended well that we just kind of fell right off of it. Didn't bother watching anything else. The Expanse, that keeps getting better and better. That's a good show. I think I have to show the cats. I need to show the cats because they're so cute. Oh my god. Look at them. Look at those cats.
It's also the
Hot
cat's
cat cam.
birthdays.
Look at them hugging.
Tell everyone it was the cat's birthday.
I did say that it is
Yeah.
the cat's birthday. The cats are 1 year old. Get it back to that hot crotch cam action.
Congratulations, Jackie Chan, on 100 years in the business.
Congratulations, Jackie Chan. Joker strikes again.
Birthday?
Yeah. What made you guess?
Figure it could be anything else.
This stream setup is really good.
Thank you. Yeah, it actually took a couple of tries. And it probably wouldn't have happened. Well, it would have happened, but it probably wouldn't have happened like this if I hadn't seen what Jeff Bakalar did. So Jeff Bakalar of CNET.com, who you'll, I see him on Giant Bomb's Beastcast podcast. He set up one sort of like this, but with an actual table, like a physical table with a camera of the actual playfield and that. And that's
Is
that.
there a paid stream I can watch without your crotch being blocked?
That's for the top tier, the Patreon. So sign up for the Patreon today. Patreon.com/pinballs. Speaking of Patreon, I'm thinking of joining one. There's a guy out there, it's called All Gas No Brakes. And oh my god, he does these crazy interviews. And if I run out of content during this whole isolation thing, I may have to give him $5 to watch all his crazy stuff. What's the one that's like, maybe I'm thinking of Earthshaker. There's one that's like a construction site.
Dale, we've been trying to get Charles to unblock his crotch all night. He won't do it.
He's a never nude.
Kind of.
No Good Gophers is fun.
Yes, that is a good one. Oh, I'm gonna play. I'll play No Good Gophers, but I'm gonna play Scared Stiff first. Oh wait, not Funhouse. I don't want Funhouse.
I don't want to know what's in there.
So this is the other Elvira table. This one's not as good as Party Animals or what's the Party Animals? Party Monsters?
I don't remember.
Are you ready to play?
Actually, this one I barely played because I like the other one so much because it has those little dudes that boogie up and down, the Boogie Boys.
What's in there?
They have the boogie. They got Boogie Boys on this one too, but they're on the bumpers. Oh, is that chocolate?
Oh, cake I have made you that you're not eating.
That's because I'm playing pinball.
Eye of the Leaper! Lock the ball!
Leave it alone,
Ah.
tiger.
Yeah, this one's neat though because you hit that crate in the middle to unlock the monster inside. Pretty good. The Elvira tables are very simple. Like they're not actually real exciting, but I like them for some reason. Maybe it's just I think Elvira is cool.
I'm warning you. Lock is lit.
I'm also bad at the Elvira team. It always seems like
She
a
apparently
game.
came up through the groundlings with Paul Rubens.
Unpleasant dreams.
Oh. Was she also in that porn theater that fateful night? No. No, she wasn't. Anyways, let's play a different one. What did we say? No good gophers? Oh, maybe it's Junkyard I was thinking of.
You're on our turf now.
It has sort of a construction zone with a crane or something.
Clouds were meant to fly. They have wings. Blast that card.
They should have just got the Caddyshack license for this.
Go pound some sand.
It's essentially what it is. Oh shit.
This one's on us.
Get that gopher.
Your putter is your friend.
Because of the big ramps in this one, I have trouble seeing what's even going on in the upper playfield. Oh no! I get overzealous.
Hey, the game is violent enough. Oh,
That gopher.
hey, bud, I got the ball.
Good job, bud.
They're also essentially Chip and Dale, right?
Bud could shoot better than that.
Kind of reminds me of in college we lived in our res unit. We were right next to the golf course, and we used to just relentlessly taunt golfers because there was both a hole and the next tee right next to our house. So if there happened to be a golfer about to tee off as we were walking up, we just give him a little gopher realness. Okay, come here.
Back in a bit.
See ya. Say goodbye to Michelle, chat.
I'll be back.
Anybody? I don't know if anybody's even watching. Oh, there's 7 people watching. Hi. Don't take the cats.
Taking my cats.
Sweet berry wine.
Sweet berry wine.
It tastes like fruit. very interesting. I went out to a bulk food place today, which is surprising that they're still operating, but they're an essential service, they said.
Just get your wife to carry your cat's hoodum.
And make them a sandwich.
For your health.
And it's one of the first times I've gone into a store that wasn't a grocery store, like a full-on grocery store where you kind of just do your stuff as normal. Yeah, and they had me like put on gloves as I came in and all that kind of. It's weird because I'm home so often that I kind of forget what's going on out there. Ooh, shoot the left ramp for $3.5 million. Gotta get that jackpot. All happening. Concentrate on trying to get that jackpot. Oh! Garbage. One reason I don't really like multi-ball, you almost always talk it all up. Keep missing that hole-in-one shot, dude. I can get that gopher to come up. What time is it? 9 o'clock? Maybe what I'll do... Oh, hi. Hi. How are you? Maybe what I'll do is I'll switch over to Pinball FX3 and play a few games on there. And think about wrapping it up. This kitty cat. One thing I like about this game, they got a few Williams tables in that, and then they do, oh yeah, how do you smell so good? Oh my god, like a baby. They also do these tournaments, basically these almost like league play that goes on every once in a while. Let's see what's going on in league in matchup play. Actually, so what you actually do is you compete against other people's scores. Why don't I do some of that? Put the pressure on. Depending on what the games are. Looks like Circus Voltaire is on there. So one thing that Pinball FX has always done that I've hated is they always put like these weird 3D. You can't eat cake. Cake is no good for you. They always put these weird 3D things into all the tables, but you can turn it off luckily. So yeah, you can turn it on and off with this. And you can see there's a dancing dude. I'm not a fan of that.
Welcome to Circus Voltaire.
So I got 3 minutes to beat that 1.6 million score. What's the button for? Hey, you can't scratch that. Well, I picked wrong. You.
I also just hate the physics in FX. I'm glad
Yeah.
to hear they're better for the real tables at least.
Yeah, they finally figured it out. I can't stand anything that Zen ever put out until they put out these Bally and Williams tables. Feels like they finally figured out how to make physics that don't feel completely fake. They're different. I mean, there's definitely a different design philosophy between them and the Pinball Arcade people. But I don't mind it. I think it feels good. And actually, when I compare how their Tales from the Arabian Nights, just because I played that game so much, and I've played it in real life quite a bit as well. Well, not quite a bit, but some. Theirs actually feels more realistic to the actual table. The only unfortunate thing is, by being more realistic, it's actually much tougher. Because the table you'll come across in the wild is set up usually quite ruthlessly. Oh yeah, see. In matchup, your first few matches are always very simple. I'm already more than twice the amount of the other one. But the cool thing is, so you tally up a score and it kind of gives you like a season. That'll be, say, 7 days, and then you've got to climb to a certain point in the leaderboard to either keep your place in what sort of like tier you're on, or move up to the next tier. Like I'm something like a silver 2 or something like that. But in order to get to say platinum, I've got to do this enough times and keep my standing high enough in multiple matchup sessions or seasons to keep leveling up. Yeah, I think even with the better physics than what they've done before, I think Zen's Pinball FX's physics are still maybe a bit of an acquired taste. I think that the ball just seems to
Yet it
move
still
much
looks a little too
faster. What's that? Oh, just a second, I'm looking at the wrong screen here. I'm not seeing the... Freeze the ball here. Freeze. Oh, no. Sorry, my screen has done something funny. Ooh, there it is. Yeah, if anything, I think the way I would describe it is that Pinball Arcade is actually, I would say, it feels more like the table's on less of an incline. Like it's more, the ball will hang in the playfield more often, like a little more, I would call that more floaty. And I'd call this one, I'd call these seem like they're set up more like what you'd find in an actual arcade versus, say, what the way you'd set it up at home. So I find that the ball maybe descends the table faster in this one. So I'd say it's maybe I would just say it's maybe a bit of a faster table. And it's just, yeah, it's just simply a difference in sort of design philosophy. The other thing that they still do that I find is a little weird is sometimes it feels like if I hold my flipper up as the ball's coming down the side lane, it wants to hang. The ball almost becomes sticky to that flipper. Like it's got almost like an assist there to try and freeze the ball easier. Where I actually don't like that because I like to do I guess a transfer. I like to do it where it comes down the side lane. I put one flipper up, the ball comes down, kind of ramps off of that so I can hit it with the other flipper, because that's how, especially when I have to hit certain ramps. And in actual arcades, I'll do the same thing. I like doing transfers so I can move the ball from one side of the table to the other in order to hit the lanes and orbits that I'm trying to. And this game, it seems harder to do that, which makes then especially anything where you have to hit certain targets in a timed situation, that much harder. So you can see here where it has me sitting in that sort of blue section. That means that that's good enough for me to stay in the same league that I'm in, my silver league or silver 1. Yeah, I'm in. If I want to move up to a gold league, I have to get in the top 25%. See, the problem is all the other tables are their like totally made up fake tables, which I hate. I hate them so much.
Doctor Strange.
Let's try.
Great evil stirs, Master. The Sorcerer Supreme is needed.
And they're always very 3D,
Happy
very...
birthday, Charles.
The battle
Fancy
of our
controller.
lives awaits.
Thank you. So all of the back glasses in this one I had to set up, I set those all up myself, which was pretty easy to do. Whereas the other program I was using, they were all preset ones from the company. I can get this to go. Oh. Have I done? Hold on. Let's see if I can get some more points here and get higher up in my league. All I'll probably do though is peel out of this after this game. Yes, I want to play now. There we go. What am I even looking at? Shoot the ball! Yeah, these are just... This is where I feel the physics in these Marvel and the Star Wars tables and all those just feel bad. The tables are bad. Graphics are weird. Just not a fan of these. You can see the sort of how quickly the ball rolls towards the front of the table. It's kind of always been their way of doing it. Their philosophy is really angled tables. It's not for everybody. I hate this table. This feels like it's at like a 25-degree angle. None of the... Oh god, this feels terrible. I don't think I'm gonna do this one. Hi cat, don't do that.
Book of Vishanti. I must retrieve it, lest his tyranny extends from his homeworld to our own.
Stephen, the Eye of Agamotto lights your path to Urthona.
Holy shit. I hate these marble tables so much.
Watch out!
Well, I got enough score. Let's never talk to this shit again. Whatever. You see, every time I win, I get points that go towards my score. And if you beat the score and then double and triple it, you get
I swear
extras.
that Shing sound effect is the stock Hanna-Barbera / Filmation sound effect in every 80s cartoon.
Every time the evil witch came on the screen, yeah. Play something else. That's bad. You can see a lot of these ones. I think pretty much every one of these were also in the other program I had. They got Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's the same 50s drive-in one. Medieval Madness. Tales of the Arabian Nights. All of those. You know what? I've never really played Party Zone all that much. The other thing that Pinball FX does I don't like is in their normal single player, they have... Oh, I guess it's not going to show up. You can put all these power-ups, which I don't like that. I just want to play pinball. But you can put power-ups where it's almost like you hit a booster and then it'll make your score double for 20 seconds. See, they got that thing in where there's like... Instead of having the thing that's on the actual table, that dude's maniacal face... They remove it completely and put a little 3D guy riding a rocket for some reason. I don't know why. Play the game. For some reason I'm having trouble having my thing. Yeah, see, I don't know why I just don't know why you'd ever choose this goofy stuff versus the actual, like, an animatronic head that chatters his teeth at you. Seems like a lot of fun. actually turns his head and does everything. Yeah, the guy actually, his head tracks where you shoot the ball. That's insane. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played Party Zone before. Play so much medieval madness that. Yeah, see, you see how it almost kind of like sticks. When I put the flipper up, the ball almost sticks to it. They have it counted as being such an extreme angle on the table. Which is okay, but it's not gonna be for everybody. Oh, come on. You can't drink beer. Beer isn't for cats.
Let's party again, dude.
Oh my god. Biru? Drinking that biru? I don't know what it is. This cat here is just crazy for beer. He always tries to get just a little bit off the edge of the can. Hey, you play? They make you turn off that stupid stuff every time. Fine. Instant multi-ball.
I gotta run. Happy birthday.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for hanging out. Oh my god. Screwed that up.
Later at Scriblins.
No, that's cake. You can't eat cake. Oh my god. Just killing me. Don't fall. Don't fall. Made me drain the ball. Is that what you wanted? Okay. Oh, don't fall.
You have leveled up an upgrade of this table.
Yes, you can set it as arcade setup or tournament setup. I always just do arcade. I don't know what the difference is.
I am the king of pain. My men will destroy you.
Don't drink the beer. Don't drink the beer. You can't. Don't. Don't drink the beer. I know you're not allowed up there usually. Right now you can hang out a little. Okay? Okay? Oh. Oh. No, that's cake. Jesus. If we can get the multi-ball now. God. Can't drink the beer, nor can you eat the cake. Can't drink the beer. Can't drink the beer. You're only 1 year old. Can't drink the beer. Nor can you eat the cake. You can sit on the stool. Here. 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 It's just for you. We're playing together. Great. Where's the ball? Ooh, you get the extra ball, huh? Where's the extra ball? Oh yeah, Merlin. Get it! Get the extra ball! Don't claw that! Oh shit! Ah! Okay. There you go. Okay, so this is a dual multi-ball. This is both a joust and a peasant multi-ball together. If you remember me talking before, there are like 4 different kinds of multi-ball in this game, and you can stack them, which I don't quite understand how it works, but it's cool. As long as I'm getting them super jackpots. Hey, cat, you're killing me. You're killing me. If you eat that chocolate cake, it might be killing you. Oh my god. Cat. This is what I do all day, every day. Juggling whatever I'm doing with a cat being crazy.
Look out! There might be trolls about.
My trolls will stop you. None shall pass.
Oh, it doesn't look any different if it's on the 3D table. It's weird. Thought they would have had actual 3D trolls pop up. Huh. Weird. Like a missed opportunity. Cat. 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 Oh, it's just a... He's going... The ball is just about to drain the second I go back in. Because you need cake. Shit. Ah. Get that extra ball? Is that... When do we get the extra ball? Hmm? We can need like 28 million or something like that. See what it says. See what it says. Free ball. Free play ball 2. On any pinball table, if you hold the right flipper, it'll always give you, well, just about every table. Though any modern table will give you a sort of a, hey, here's the lay of the land, here's what you've been doing, here are your goals. As long as you hold that right flipper in. And eventually it's going to tell me when I can have a free ball. I don't think I've done it so far. Okay, anyways, that's a lot of... That's more information I needed and not the stuff I wanted. Oh, I saved the damsel. Valley Girl damsel. I haven't destroyed a single castle though. Okay. Hey, see, I can still do a decent transfer on this one. Cat, see you. I see what you're doing. That's beer. Oh my god. My beer, not your beer. I need to strap a GoPro to this cat and then you'll see everything she does. When she's going for beer, when she's going for cake, dancing. Ew. Hey, sit here. Be good. I know. You know you're getting away with lots tonight. I mean, too. Good. Whoa. Ah. There, at least I'll break one castle.
I never liked that guy
that extra ball? Oh shit. Anyways, what should I play? Getaway? Let's do Roadshow. Let's just start one. Oh yeah, this one with the creepy severed heads on it.
Let's wreck some road.
That's a good... There we go, that's a good way to really see those severed heads and what they're up to. Oh yeah.
Tuesday.
Hit. No. Good.
Wednesday. Friday. Quit time. Boom.
You launch the ball this time. Here, you launch the ball this time. Here, you grab this. Don't chew that. Grab this. Here. Don't chew that. Don't chew that. Hey.
Hey, look, there's a beach party.
This is a terrible angle to try and play this table. Do that. Figuring out the right angle on this monitor is tough sometimes. I don't know anything about this table.
Flying rocks!
Flying rocks? Flying rocks? What the fuck was that about?
Let's get paid and lock one on.
Oh, what the?
So long, y'all.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that one. Maybe it'll grow on me.
Welcome to the theater of magic.
You have the magic.
I think that's the same voice actress as on the Tales from Arabian Nights. Oh, that's not good. The table moves like that, it makes me real nauseous. Oh.
Hocus pocus.
Wanna come in? It's 2 o'clock.
Pretty good Magna save. Like the ball is like sticks to the flipper sometimes. And it feels like you're cheating. It feels like you're doing an assist. You want the ball to roll the way the ball will roll. Cat, my God, driving me crazy.
You have the magic.
Yeah, it's definitely the same. That's the same as the
Shoot into the trapdoor.
female genie on the Arabian Nights.
Shoot for the trapdoor.
Did it? Trapdoor.
Shoot for the spinner.
For the what? Dinner. Cat, you can't drink the. You're gonna get drunk and then I'm gonna be a bad dad. She likes to sip the little bits that are on the side of the can. I'm just gonna take these right out of here. Oh no. Magic?
Go for the center loop. Amazing.
Nope.
Congratulations!
I also hate this weird leather-bound lady. Very unnerving. Okay, let's just play my favorite one. One of my favorites. I haven't played this one very much on this version. Oh, that looks crazy. Yeah.
In ancient Baghdad, a most beautiful princess was imprisoned by the evil genie Salim Bagazai.
Oh, I hate this view. Oh, why is it chugging?
You must battle the genie.
Come to the bazaar.
Amazing.
The Tale of Sinbad and the Rocks.
Shoot the last message.
Actually, pay attention to what the skill shots are.
Great shot.
And again. Not good.
In ancient Baghdad, a most beautiful princess.
Actually, pay attention what skill shots are this time.
Evil genie Salim Bagazai.
I am your genie. Spin a lamp to light a wish.
Oh shit. Fucking. Nope. That's one thing about this table that's real crazy is it doesn't have that grace period, that ball save period.
In ancient Baghdad,
Like basically any other table has.
I am ready to
So if it drains immediately,
A gift from
it does have for like 2 seconds, but not like most tables have. That might have like even a 20-second ball save period. There's no beer there now, cat. What are you gonna do? Can't have my cake. Can't have my cake. Cat, you can't. Nope. No. No. Now you're in trouble. Now you're in trouble. Cats. It's my fault for not finishing my cake. Very good too.
Player 1.
the tale of Sinbad and the Rocks.
Shoot the left passage.
Oh, Jesus. Unforgiving.
Shoot the left passage. The locks are lit.
Ball 1 is locked.
Shoot the left passage.
Ah. You see, even that wasn't a save. The very first hit I did, and that wasn't enough for a save.
I challenge you to another
Yeah, when you play
game.
this again with different physics, it's like having to learn the entire game over again.
In ancient Baghdad, a most beautiful princess was imprisoned by the evil genie Salim Bagazai.
There's no cake there for you.
I will help you. Amazing.
The tale of Sinbad and the Rocks.
Shoot the left passage. Spin the lamp to light a wish.
so bad. That you can't eat the cake. Ah.
Shoot the left passage. Great shot. The lights are lit.
Oh.
A gift from me to you.
Go for the extra ball. The bazaar holds many wonders.
Try that again.
Unleash the lamp's power. My ruby is yours. Wonderful.
I cannot be defeated.
Oh.
I am now free of the lamp.
You now possess the jewel of the rock.
Ah. Rotten play.
Hurl the fireball back. Hurry up.
Cat, I'm not. Nope. Let go. No try. Hey, how did that happen? God damn it! Out of here. Go, go, go. Ah, you rotten cats. Anyways, that's pinball. I don't know, it's like 10 o'clock. I should probably stop streaming at some point. I could really just play pinball all night. I could probably just keep going. At some point, though, probably play Call of Duty Warzone. That's the new hotness. Hey, where do I put this that you won't get to it? Anyways, I think I'm going to stop there.
It was good to hear your voice.
Yeah, it was good to hear your text-to-speech voice. I wish I'd heard your actual voice.
Ha
I'll stream the party games again this Saturday if you want to tune in for that, and you'll hear some more of my voice and some of Michelle's voice because we both do that. And then we're trying to figure out some other things that we can try to do over the internet with people as well. Yeah. So come back on Saturday, same sort of time, about 7:30. Till probably 7:30, 10:30 or whatever I do. And I got a whole bunch of crazy gifts already saved. I guess I could do this and then you can. Hi, how are you? Wearing my contacts today. I cut my hair. I cut it too short, and I shouldn't stand directly under a light. But anyways, good to see you. Have a nice night. Fun to hang out.
Okay, I love you.
Love you too. It's weird hearing that. Weird hearing that from a weird computer voice. But yeah, we'll hang out Saturday, and then we'll try and figure out more stuff that we can do to hang out. Even more than that. So take care, everybody. Blade. Oh, that's not gonna work. Can't. I wanted. No, it's not gonna work. Anyways, yeah.